everybody, back to the new episode of The X-Files. Last episode, Herrenvolk, which she just looked up, and it said master race.
Right.
Which, okay, so they are wanting the species.
Well, maybe there's like, they called them drones, so maybe they are the drone level of a hierarchy, like.
But where did they want to fit into that?
Who?
The humans. Like the human government people.
I don't know.
I just don't know what
maybe it got out of
their
hand.
goal is.
I don't know.
But they want to go forward with this colonization. Like, that was the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But, you know, that's one of those questions that we're going to want to see answered. This next episode is called Home. Home?
Home? I know what that means. Finally.
I'm wondering if we're going to get back into just a regular X-File.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
That's my assumption as well.
But Home seems familial. It seems
homey.
important. Maybe it'll have something to do with his mom now that his mom's back alive.
Yeah.
Or back conscious. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, last episode was a lot. So here we go.
Ooh. Ooh.
What's happening?
It looks like they're eating him. Oh, they're torturing him.
What?
They're changing his wound back.
No, there's a baby.
Oh, gosh.
This has like Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. Ooh. They're not gonna bury this baby. Oh, they're sad about it.
Oh, did it not live?
It was crying, wasn't it?
Home, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
It's never what you think.
Never. Sandlot.
Yeah, it's very Sandlotty. Is there a dog?
That's,
oh.
Hey, come
Why
on!
would they even be playing that close to it?
Live on the Peacock's property! That's it. Yeah, come on.
oh, the baby. Look at the baby hand. Dude, he backed out of the batter's box. Oh, nice cut. Who are the suspects?
If they didn't want it found, maybe they should have buried it a little deeper.
Pressure marks indicate the shovel blade to be approximately 6 3/4 inches. Meanwhile, I've quit the FBI and become a spokesperson for the ad roller.
So,
Ew.
Murphy. Place you had to be on time was home for dinner. Never had to lock your doors, no modems, no faxes, no cell phones.
Although if you had to do without a cell phone for 2 minutes, you'd lapse into catatonic schizophrenia.
Oh.
Everybody knows everybody, pretty much.
Well, were
Who are
there
these
any
people?
local women who were pregnant and now suddenly aren't?
No. Did you question them?
We don't go there. Okay?
Because
My
they've been
life isn't
watching us the
touchable.
entire time. That farm belongs to the Peacock family. Guess you could call them human.
You guess.
Their folks were in a bad car wreck, and we suppose they died. They breed their own cows, raise and breed their own stock.
Inbreeding.
They said I should see you.
Weird.
Well, maybe we should take a look at the victim then.
Does it look like an alien baby?
There appears to be abnormalities associated with
Well, then how did it...
New-Laxova syndrome, Michael Gruber syndrome,
How did it even survive to
I
get
don't
that
know.
big, you know? Most...
I guess we can rule out murderers and cause of death.
The dirt has been inhaled.
It was alive.
Maybe.
I guess I was just projecting on myself.
Why, is there a history of genetic abnormalities in your family?
No.
Well, just find yourself a man with a spotless genetic makeup and a really high tolerance for being second guessed and start pumping out the little uber scullies.
Well, there you are.
What about your family?
Well, aside from the need for corrective lenses and the tendency to be abducted by extraterrestrials involved in an international governmental conspiracy, the Mulder family passes genetic muster.
Well, there you go.
And in a very certain sense, infanticide is involved, but this is not an FBI matter.
But from what I know about genetic defects, Mulder, it's unlikely that child is the result of a single polygenic mating.
The boys in that family were not really the type that could easily get dates.
But he also implied that they practiced inbreeding. Now, we all have a natural instinct to propagate.
Do we?
There are theories which pose that our bodies are simply vehicles for genes needing to replicate.
Yeah,
Boo.
but there's no sister. Kidnapping is a bureau matter.
You're gonna have to go in the
Sorry.
house.
I never saw you as a mother before.
Well, against her will.
She seems like she'd be down kind of good. She's pretty traditional.
But she's had an alien baby.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. If it was really that far back, I don't even think they would like communicate the same way, you know?
Right.
Like, they're like so, jeez.
Yeah.
This episode is a lot.
Yeah, their language would like be completely different.
Yeah.
They haven't even cleaned up.
Luke, Sheriff Taylor, national warrant for the
Guns and flashlights.
On it, man.
APB.
And too many prior missing persons for a woman.
No way they would leave just because of that.
Mm-mm. They're there. They're in the walls. You think he knows more?
No, I think he's just.
Oh, so
he said he didn't carry a gun. And
Wow.
now he's getting his gun out.
It's just weird that they let them take the parents back home and never saw them again, and was like, well, that's fine.
Yeah,
Still planning on making a home here?
another old school problem.
I don't think I get the next game.
Oh my god.
Well, just as long as the brutal infanticide doesn't weigh into your decision. Come on, Mulder.
Not Mom.
What do you call her?
I think Mom.
I'm a little bit worried about them now. She didn't lock the door.
It's that kind of town.
Go back to your farm. Oh, wow. It didn't affect him at all.
No. Oh my god.
No.
You're in charge now, buddy. Oh god, this is
Everyone
terrible.
went caveman on him. Hey, Scully, what if each of the Peacock brothers was the father of that child?
What?
Well, in any case, they haven't ventured too far from home. We should request backups from Pittsburgh and go pick them up.
Mulder, that would take a whole day. I think they may have a woman captive up there who may have sustained life-threatening
Look what they've
injuries
done.
from giving birth. Who knows what those men have done to her? I think that we should go up there right now.
Yeah, but we're out now.
Scully.
We could further endanger the victim by doing that.
I'll take you out there.
Why would the Peacocks kill Sheriff Taylor? He didn't even question them about the buried child.
Now, they probably heard about the warrants issued for their arrest.
But how would they know? He issued the warrants by phone.
Yeah, how do they
Unless
know?
they overheard us talking about it, how would they know?
No, we searched that house, Scully. They weren't home.
They were
Exactly.
there.
How could they know?
All right. I'm ready.
Oh, is that the girl?
Mm-hmm. That's
They
the
keep her in the
person.
wall.
Oh, God.
And they,
Oh,
oh my
God.
god.
It is like The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
Look,
It's very much like The Hills Have Eyes, actually. Yeah.
This is our home.
That's why we
This
killed them.
is the way
Because they
it's
were going
gonna
to
stay.
try to come in.
Sometimes change is good. And we don't think this is like their sister-in-law. This is someone that they abducted.
I don't know.
Yep, they're up there.
I, for one, do not get taken up by some antique.
Well, that's going to ensure that you will.
Because you said that. Congratulations.
Pastor, no!
They tripwired it.
Scully, would you think less of me as a man if I told you I was kind of excited right now?
Why?
There's some secret farmer trick to get these things moving.
And maybe he means like fancy.
No, review. No, review.
What?
Yeah, that'll work.
How many do they have? Good Lord.
They're prepared.
And they weren't up the other day. Maybe they killed the baby because it was a boy.
Seems likely.
It's all right, man. We're federal agents. We're here to help you. We're here to help you.
She has no legs?
Take it easy, man. Take it easy. It's all right. It's all over. From the FBI, we're here to help.
Is that a deformity or did they cut him off so she couldn't get
Make sure that you
away?
get home.
She's their mother.
Their mother? This is
I hate this episode so much.
so disturbing.
We may not be able to remove her, Mulder. She doesn't appear to be held against her will. I mean, she appears to be, but I don't believe she is.
I'm sure she's an accessory. At least she aided and abetted.
The way I think it goes here is that Edmund is the brother and father of the other two.
Which means that when Edmund was a kid, he could ground the other two for playing with his things?
Agent Mulder and I are here to help you.
This is our home. Why leave it?
Whatever pain you may
Don't feel pain. Sew me up just like the family learned in the War of Northern Aggression.
The War of Northern Aggression.
Old time
That's what makes you facepalm in this episode?
Yeah. Oh my god! Yeah, by your own device.
They put out an APB on the Peacocks and are setting up a roadblock over a 30-mile radius.
Roadblock.
In time we'll catch them.
I think Tom already caught them, Scully.
Well, they're still dangerous.
They're really gonna get away. Like, this is horrible.
Please no. They're gonna go start another family.
Can't keep a peacock down. Hopefully that's the last we see of them.
Please. Well, that was horrifying.
Yeah, not much to say, really.
I hated
It's pretty
it.
straightforward.
Bury the hills have eyes.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That was trying to.
Yeah.
That I was trying to think about.
Bury the hills have eyes.
But they try to tie it into like this wholesome Mayberry town, and that they just ignored this
Festering.
So they must have killed the baby because it was a boy, because
Yeah.
it
that
was
makes
alive.
sense. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Did they ever say?
No, I don't think so.
Like, I was assuming it, like, they were just like, oh, it's not going to survive, but they all did, so.
Yeah. They kept trying to like talk about.
You would think that they would be looking for an outside source to breed with. Like, that makes more sense, evolutionarily speaking, than what they were talking about.
But the mom made it like, I think, family above everything for them. Like, they reject that notion. They would probably be disgusted to go outside of the family.
Yeah.
Like, it's their ways. But they kept trying to make a point of Scully being like, well, you're not a mom. You're not a mom. She is. We know she was pregnant. She has no idea. She's an inkling.
Yeah, she does have that inkling. There's probably a lot of denial there.
Yeah. But yeah, that was gross.
Yeah, it was a rough episode.
I bet it was gross to film, like, in that grungy
Yeah.
house and the pigs.
It was very 70s, like,
horror film.
yeah, 70s slasher.
Yeah.
Aesthetic, like, gross. Everything.
But apparently Mulder was having a great time.
Yeah, that was really
That was
weird.
the weirdest comment.
What did he
He's
say?
like, would it be weird if I said that I'm, like, enjoying myself? Or,
Like,
like,
I'm excited.
excited,
Right now.
yeah.
Like, about what?
you're in a pig pen, literally.
Like, that cop just died.
Like,
You guys might die.
terribly.
What, Mulder?
The cop had already died.
Yes, he had already died.
What? Mulder, what? I mean, I guess it's
He's
kind of
just very honest, you know,
Yeah.
to a fault.
to a fault. But I guess it's interesting that last episode they're trying to create this like superior race, and like this, it was like the version of like the worst case scenario of what humanity could be.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
terrible,
But-
gross. I don't know why it's rated so high.
Yeah. It's hard to watch. It's not that it's not well done.
No,
It's
yeah,
just-
it was
it's-
well
I'm
done.
surprised so many people liked it with how just-
Off-putting,
Yeah, off-putting.
and the fact they got away
Yeah.
to go procreate some more,
Yeah.
start
I
anew.
guess you know, having strong feelings towards something means that it was appreciated, you know, like it
Yeah,
was well done.
yeah.
It's just hard to imagine most audiences putting that aside
Yeah,
to rate it very
yeah.
highly.
It's not like I'd be like, oh, I want to watch this again.
Yeah.
No, not really.
And you already knew that it was her. You already knew it was one of them in the wall, pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, I just felt like they wouldn't bring a person in.
Yeah.
That's not their way. But, you know, home's where the heart is, and they're off to make a new one. But that's a big deal for
That's
them.
true. They're like, wherever we go.
There we are.
They weren't as attached to the property as I thought
No,
they would be. They
no,
were
no.
attached to
Yeah.
just their way of life.
Ugh, bleh. Disgusting. So, yeah, that was certainly an
Yeah,
episode.
we don't have to go there ever again.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Preferably.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back soon.